In this episode of Authors Showcase, we visit the 57th Street Children's Book Fair in Chicago and meet some authors at the Orland Park Library Authors Fair. Authors Showcase is a perfect way to learn about new books and authors. Watch it on your local cable channel or online at authorsbroadcast.com.
This brash young boxer is something to see, and the heavyweight championship is his...
JoJo's dad is an Aliologist, someone who considers himself an expert on all things Muhammad Ali.
I am the great...
When JoJo accidentally damages his dad's favorite Muhammad Ali autographed picture, he knows that he must do whatever he can to make things right. But it's a one-of-a-kind picture. What could he do to make it up to his dad? Then, a miraculous opportunity opens up for JoJo to take his father on an incredible adventure from their home in Connecticut to Harlem and New York City to meet the champ.
I am the great...
Where JoJo shows his dad just how much he means to him. Based on the author's true life experience, Dad, Me, and Muhammad Ali is a heartwarming father and son story of a magical afternoon that changes both of their lives forever.
Beautiful fighter in the world today. He talks a great deal and brags indeedy of a muscular punch that's incredibly speedy. Yes, I'm the man this poem is about. I'll be champ of the world, there isn't a doubt.
I'm Oba William King. I'm known as the Poetic Storyteller. Educational entertainment, storytelling, drama, and poetry in the schools for the purpose of increasing literacy and helping the children have a desire to want to read. Now, I met Jan Spivey Gilchrist about 3 years ago at a Kwanzaa celebration. And while I was telling stories, she was set up with her books almost directly across from the stage. And I opened up My America, one of my very, very favorite stories to read, because I use the African style of call and response when sharing the book and the story, and the children are just shouting, "My America!" And it's such a fabulous book with all of the beautiful illustrations in it. During Dr. King Day, I have the I Have a Dream book, and I'm using the story and the speech of Dr. King to celebrate our wonderful country. We also use many of her other books and stories, Beautiful Blackbird, where she has the illustrations with Ashley Bryan. And Ashley Bryan is like a national treasure at nearly 90 years old, just a fantastic artist and storyteller in and of itself. I like to pattern myself after these great ones. So I just happen to be fortunate enough to have been telling stories on stage while Miss Jan Spivey Gilchrist had her books all set up. And then I had that opportunity to meet her, and she is such a down-to-earth, warm, and wonderful American. It's just fantastic to be a storyteller and meet the authors. Thank you very much, you guys. Read!
A-N, and then the other one's Sutton. It's the same way we do with an S. The mother was not raised.
Okay, I'm Jan Spivey Gilchrist. I've been illustrating for nearly 30 years, and I have 73 books. I've worked with a great many authors. And when we talk about my latest book, which is The Great Migration, Journey to the North. And it's a picture book. I like to do picture books, histories for little tiny people or smaller people. And this is taking a big subject like when African Americans came from the South to the North between 1915 and 1930, and do it in picture book form. So the author actually just wrote poems that got inside the souls of the people as they were traveling. And I did the history in the collage, and I used authentic cuts from magazines and clippings, and I used paint, I used acrylic, watercolor, and pencil. One of the things I really wanted to do was I've read always and seen pictures, but never in any pictures did they get inside the train. And I wanted to get inside the train, so I used Norman Rockwell's art to see what the train looked like on the inside. And then I collaged together and created the atmosphere the way it would look inside. That was one thing the children never saw before, because I never saw it. And I really had a lot of fun doing this book. But it's very authentic. It did win the award for writing, Coretta Scott King Award for writing, and for illustration, Junior Library Guild, and numerous other awards. But this is wonderful history for young people, the picture book age.
The Healing Powers of Coffee is percolating with information about the world's favorite new health food. This personable, reader-friendly, revolutionary book includes interviews with medical doctors, researchers, and coffee roasters who reveal the amazing healing powers of the delicious brew, served up with a lively jolt of past and present coffee culture. The path to better health and well-being is right under your nose. Whether you prefer regular decaf or flavored coffees, recent studies have shown that coffee's magical beans can reduce your risk of cancer, heart disease, and diabetes, as well as help you slim down and shape up. Wake up and smell the coffee, then serve yourself a steaming cup of comfort, filled with more antioxidants than tea or cocoa, and even more than renowned antioxidant-rich blueberries or oranges. In The Healing Powers of Coffee, you'll find the author's exclusive, eye-opening, warm and witty real-life stories, more than 50 home cures that fight brain fog, fatigue, headache, jet lag, low libido, moodiness, muscle pain, and stress. Plus, beauty and anti-aging treatments and eco-friendly household uses. Find out why this ancient elixir has gone from vice to virtue, and how to incorporate coffee in Mediterranean-style healthful recipes like cappuccino biscotti, coffee chili, Java-style stuffed bell peppers, plus do-it-yourself espresso drinks. Brew a pot of your favorite blend, nature's surprising superfood, and enjoy reading The Healing Powers of Coffee. Available now at your favorite bookseller.
There are the people the animals who are supposedly his friends, and they're all running away laughing. How mean, huh? They laughed and they laughed and they all ran away, and Horton was lonely. He wanted to play, but he sat on the egg and he continued to say, I meant what I said what I meant. Who knows the rest of it? Far from ended. For while Horton sat there, so faithful and so kind, 3 hunters came sneaking up from behind. 3 hunters, look at them. They're coming after Horton. He heard the men's footsteps. He turned with a start. 3 rifles were aiming straight at his heart, straight at Horton's heart.
Hi, my name is Inez K. Jones, and I'm currently Miss Black Hyde Park USA 2013. I'm super excited to be able to showcase my talent, which is singing. I've done the national anthem for the White Sox a few times, and my platform, which is Be the Change. And I'm encouraging students to be the change to the statistics in the United States of America, to graduate from high school and go on to graduate from college on time, to stick out through it, graduate, and then become the next president of the United States of America, or whatever it is that their heart desires. These are free books. Which one do you want? Angelina Ballerina. Everybody likes her. She's a hot commodity. People like her. Do you want one too? You can pick any one. You can get a couple if you like. You like this one? Do you want one too? I love your face painting. Where'd you get that? Down there? We got told you to do a face painting. You can pick books. You might want Cookie Monster. Oh, you got Cookie Monster already. Free book? Hi. Yeah, you want one with stickers? Stickers are always great. You're welcome.
Hello, I'm Sue Masiak. I'm an author and I also am a career coach. Recently, I wrote this book called What Are People Skills Anyway? This is something that everyone puts on their resume, but very few people really know what it means. There are hundreds of people skills mentioned in this book, and anyone who wants to be a good people person should get a copy of this. I also write books for young people. Job Shopping, Don't Settle for a Job That Sucks is a book for high school and college students. It sort of walks them through the whole job shopping process, from what kind of a job should I have to how am I going to get that job and how am I going to pass the interview when I get one. And then finally, The Monster Show is a story about children who can't have everything they want, so they learn how to develop their talents and skills. And this is a book for young children to make them aware that they will need talents and skills in the future. It also comes with these little career creatures that introduce young children to the whole concept of careers by mentioning several of them and giving the little creature a name. Thank you.
Something, whoo! It had ears and a tail and a trunk, just like his. So there, the egg hatches.
Hi, my name is Meg Jensen, and I'm here today with the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators, representing the Illinois chapter. We're a worldwide organization that helps authors and illustrators from the youngest books through young adult, and I belong since 2008, and they've been great and instrumental in helping me to hone my craft and to learn about getting books published. For instance, my books, I have the Cloud Prophet Trilogy, which is the first 3 books that I put out last year, and they're high fantasy, but they have a bit of romance, so I like to tell people that they're a cross between Game of Thrones and Twilight. Kids really enjoy that kind of thing. And one other great thing I've been able to do is I've been able to make these ebook cards through a company called greenersidedigital.com. And you can buy these ebook cards, and each one has a special scratch-off code on the back where you can go to their website and download 3 of my novels with each card. So that's been a great new way to market ebooks.
Why am I dressed like Mother Goose? Well, I have a very good friend who in 2004 asked me to do her a big favor. So I said, sure, what is it? I shouldn't have said sure before I asked her what it was. And she said, put on the costume. I said, for what? We have a parade, we have a book fair. It started at 57th Street. I said, okay, fine, I'll do it. After that was over, I said, okay, it's over. Rebecca, can you come get the costume? Oh, no, you can hold it. It's not going anywhere. That was 2004. She has not taken the costume since. So therefore, I have been Mother Goose for about 8 years. That's how I got to be Mother Goose.
Maximum Fitness, Minimum Risk. New and revised is a simple how-to wellness guide for folks with heart disease, diabetes, or COPD. If you want to successfully manage your illness, if you want to be in charge of your life, this book is for you. Maximum Fitness, Minimum Risk is a user-friendly, fun guide that shows how you can reclaim you, even with chronic illness. If you have diabetes, heart disease, or COPD, you can work towards personal wellness and reach your individual optimal fitness and health potential safely, and you can have fun doing it. Maximum Fitness, Minimum Risk will acquaint you with a safe, medically managed wellness exercise program that accommodates your health issues. This user-friendly, step-by-step book is an invitation for you to begin a wellness adventure. Maximum Fitness, Minimum Risk is your guide to action in adversity and can be downloaded immediately as an ebook at Amazon.com. Get it now for yourself or someone you love. We're anxious to hear from our Authors Showcase viewers. Visit authorsbroadcast.com/TV to leave a comment. Your feedback is important to us. We want to know what you think about the show and if there's any specific information you would like us to include. We produce a new Authors Showcase episode every month, and your comments and suggestions may be used in a future episode. So visit us online at authorsbroadcast.com/TV.
Hi, my name is Louisa Bueller. I'm a local mystery author. I'm here today at the Orland Park Library for the Author Fair. I just wanted to tell people about the newest book in my series. It's called The Reenactor, A Stage Death. I write the Grace Marsden Mystery Series. Grace is an amateur sleuth, 30-something, and obsessive-compulsive. She gets involved in solving cold cases. Each book is set around a fictitious cold case, and wherever the bones are discovered, I weave in a ghost story. Nothing demonic, because that would scare me. But it's interesting that Grace is the only person that can feel these spirits. She feels compelled to find justice for them. I hope you'll enjoy reading the Grace Marsden series. There's 7 so far in the series, starting with The Rosary Bride, set at an all-girls Catholic college, complete with nuns, underground tunnels, and a cloister walk. How cool is that? So please, pick up a book. Pick up a Grace Marsden mystery. I know you'll enjoy it. You can find any of my books at Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble. My website is louisabueller.com, and they're also available in ebook format for Kindle and Nook.
Hi, my name is Richard Lanyon. I wanted to talk about my book, Building the Canal to Save Chicago. This is the story of building the 28-mile canal in the 1890s to enable the reversal of the flow in the Chicago River. And why did that have to be done? Because the Chicago River was polluting Lake Michigan, which was the city's water supply, and people were getting sick. And the river was also a nuisance and very smelly. So by reversing the flow of the river, they could keep the lake clean and clean up the river. And it was a magnificent and monstrous job to do this, but it was done in only 7 years. And it saved the city so that it could grow and prosper. The book is available on the online bookstores. Also, you could ask for it in your favorite bookstore. And I do have a website. It's www.buildcanalsavechicago.com. And you can reach me at dicklanyon, sbcglobal.net.
Hi, I'm Maureen Sullivan. I'm the author of the new Images of America Bridgeport book by Arcadia. You're watching Authors Showcase.
Whether you're a fiction, nonfiction, or children's book author, Guerrilla Marketing for Writers will show you what to do to market your book using 63 guerrilla tactics that are free, 20 that are low cost, 8 that are expensive, and 12 that can help you use your book to earn a living. Guerrilla Marketing for Writers is an essential, available wherever books are sold.
Hi, my name is Michael Klaus Schmidt. I'm an author and illustrator. I've just completed my set of 3 books called The Adventures of the Salamander. It's actually 10 stories, but we printed it in 3 volumes. So. They're also available on Amazon Kindle as 10 separate volumes. What I did, I wrote these for my kids. I have 4 kids, all different ages, 11, 9, 6, and 3. And I wanted it to somehow appeal to all of them. The way I did that was to include many illustrations. There's at least one illustration for each facing page. And with the illustrations, I've included these captions. So for the younger kids that can read, they can just read the captions and they'll get the whole story in a simplified manner. Older kids can enjoy the main body of the text, which is much more detailed, has dialogue and all that fun stuff that you would expect in a young adult story. It's also got several, I've included detailed footnotes and maps and several appendices for the research-minded kids. The Adventures of the Salamander is a story about a young salamander named Slippy, whose village is invaded by some mean-spirited lizards, as you can see here. Slippy escapes from the village and tries to find help for his family and friends in his village. And in the process, he ends up getting trapped on a pirate ship and falling to the center of the earth and taking a flying airship up to the moon and all sorts of crazy stuff, which are, the story actually loses track of the plot a little bit on purpose, just so he can go lots of places. And eventually he comes back and deals with the problem of the lizards. And I don't want to give away too much, but, a lot of fun and excitement is had along the way. There's actually 10 separate stories in these books. The first book contains the first 4 stories. So it begins with Slippy escaping from his village, which was invaded, as I mentioned, and getting on a ship, getting kidnapped by pirates, thrown down a hole to the center of the earth, where he meets some other interesting characters along the way. And then taking an elevator, actually, from the center of the earth up to the mountains, where he's, again, captured by trolls. So there's lots of different plots. Each story focuses on a different area. Salamander Village, the ocean, underground, the mountains. And that's the first book. The second book starts when they're in the mountains and they're working their way up into the sky now in this flying machine. The next volume, they end up on the moon, and then eventually, due to a slight miscalculation, end up in the other side of the galaxy. And that leads to the last volume, where Slippy, instead of coming home with his friends on the rocket ship, he's left behind on another planet, where he finds a time machine where he's able to travel back in time in order to save Salamander Village. I'm not going to get into details of how exactly that happens, but if you read the books, you'll find it. The Adventures of the Salamander is available on Amazon.com as print books, and as well as on the Kindle store as 10 separate ebooks. They're also available on my website, www.adventuresofthesalamander.com.
Welcome to AuthorsBroadcast.com. Every night, 5 to 7 million children wet their beds. It seems that bedwetting is one of the last taboo family issues. Parents don't like to talk about it because they're afraid their child will be labeled as lazy or lacking self-control. These are myths, and the problem can be overcome. In the meantime, children with unresolved bedwetting are often punished and excluded from sleepovers with friends, can't attend overnight camps, or even family vacations. Too often, the child is shamed by parents or siblings, and his or her self-esteem is compromised. It doesn't have to be that way. The book Getting to Dry is written by the Try for Dry team at one of the nation's leading children's hospitals. Visit tryfordry.com to learn how you can help your child overcome bedwetting. Welcome to AuthorsBroadcast.com.
In this nifty book, the author delivers exactly what he promises, a variety of strategies and techniques that enable you to get your precious business cards into the willing hands of your targeted potential prospects. Improve communication, find and attract business allies, plant seeds that will grow your business, increase referrals and word-of-mouth opportunities, learn how to turn your business card into business. Visit businesscardtobusiness.com to learn more.
We're anxious to hear from our Authors Showcase viewers. Visit authorsbroadcast.com/TV to leave a comment. Your feedback is important to us. We want to know what you think about the show and if there's any specific information you would like us to include. We produce a new Authors Showcase episode every month, and your comments and suggestions may be used in a future episode. So visit us online at authorsbroadcast.com/TV. In today's fast-paced business environment, people want to know as quickly as possible what your website is about and how you can help solve their problems. A fast show and tell will keep visitors on your site longer and help them better understand your product or service. Reno Lovison Marketing produces website video and provides a variety of marketing-related services for growing businesses. I predict nearly every company will have at least one video or multimedia presentation on their website, and we want to help make that happen. Let us show you how to use video on the web to promote your website, product, or service, announce your new book, or provide training to your staff, distributors, or end users. Take a look at some of our example videos and explore some of our other services. Call or email me personally today. Let me know what you're hoping to achieve, and I'll show you how we can help.
About 250 miles north of Chicago, Door County is Wisconsin's premier vacation destination, offering visitors of all ages outdoor fun combined with great food, performing arts, shopping, and of course, natural beauty. DoorCountyNavigator.com will help you find the perfect place to stay, play, and dine, providing all the resources you'll need to plan your trip. Be in the know before you go. To learn more about Door County, tune into A Peek Inside the Door, seen weekly on Chicago Cable, Channel 25.